It's official. The poll is over in Radiohead's In Rainbows. Out of a competition between Radioheads and Rainbows and They Might Be Giants album Lincoln. Which were we gonna listen to first? Was the vote, and Radiohead wins. So for tonight's opener of the September album tour, we are going to be listening to In Rainbows by Radiohead, following it up with They Might Be Giants. And the votes are in album tour is brought to you by you guys. These are some of your most voted for albums in our album election. Now, when it comes to my knowledge of Radiohead, when this album came out, if I'm just being honest, I was busy brown nosing Death Cab for Cutie in high school.
07?
Yes, I was in my sophomore and junior year of high school in this time period. I was obsessed with the album The Midnight Organ Fight. Actually, it might have been the Grays at that point. I think Midnight Organ Fight might have happened 2008. It was definitely the Crane Wife at the time. When it comes to Radiohead, I really would say, like, I know the hits. I know OK Computer, and I know the Bends. And I know the Bends because High and Dry was on it, and I was a teenager that experienced emotions, and they told me that so did Tom York, and yeah, that's true. I know Creep, of course, but
I'm just thinking this sounds so like outdated and old fashioned, but I was in college in '07 and I used to get magazines and I had Rolling Stone magazine and it was on some great album list, or it was like when it came out, the review. So I read it and that's what made me try it. But I never listened to any other Radiohead except I know like the hits from the radio.
okay. So I've heard
The Radiohead
the radio. I've heard OK Computer, and the reason I've heard OK Computer is because when I was doing a lot of psychedelics, I got onto this like thing where I would listen to albums that were concept albums, even though there was a lot of debate on whether or not OK Computer was in fact a concept album. I was doing a lot of acid at the time, and I really wanted to hear music that threw my hair back, and they said OK Computer would certainly throw my hair back, and boy howdy, let me tell you, it did. I don't advise going and doing psychedelics, but I am gonna say that is the only reason I know the album OK Computer. It's just in that random phase of my life where that happened.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it was a particularly psychedelic album for whatever it's worth. It was kind of more of a journey.
Yeah, this wouldn't probably be my choice for acid, but anyway,
big emotions.
It's been a really, really, really long time since I have listened to this, so it's gonna be probably pretty new to me. I don't know.
I'm
like, well, I'll see.
I'm excited.
But I did love when I saw The Smile come to Dallas, the Tom York and two other guys from Radiohead, I think. My friend Heather took me out there and I had no idea what to expect, but they put on a really good show and the music was really good. It was very intense, but I liked it.
I think that's part of the sales pitch for Radiohead is it is a little intense. And context from Wikipedia as provided by our beloved moderator Jules. W is for Jules. In Rainbow is the 7th studio album by Radiohead. It was self-released on October 10th, 2007 as a download. Followed by retail release internationally through XL Recordings on December 3rd, 2007, and in North America through TBD Records on January 1st, 2008. It was Radiohead's first release after their recording contract with EMI ended, with their previous album, Hail to the Thief, done in 2003. They released In Rainbows on their website without prior publicity and allowed fans to set their own price, even $0, saying this liberated them from conventional promotional formats and removed barriers to audiences. It was the first such release by a major act and drew international media attention. Many praised Radiohead for challenging old models and finding new ways to connect with fans, while others felt it set a dangerous precedent at the expense of less successful artists. In Rainbows was nominated for Album of the Year in 2009 Grammys and won the Grammys for Best Alternative Album and Best Boxed or Special Limited Edition Package. Jeez, they're really working hard to make awards, aren't they? Not ranked as one of the best albums of the year and the decade by various publications. Rolling Stone included In Rainbows in its updated list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. So yeah, babe, it stands to reason that that Rolling Stone magazine that you purchased back in 2007 was talking a lot about the Radiohead. Love to hear it. And okay, it looks like, hey, by the way, Mike, welcome back. Thank you for the Prime sub. Guys, let me know in the chat if you've heard this album or not. We're gonna hop on in. I'm gonna hit the play button, but before I do, it is very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Or join us on Kick or Twitch. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. And I know I speak for all of us when I say we would love to have you by. Guys, I'm looking through this, and I don't think I've heard a single song on this thing. So I'm completely raw dogging it with me. And again, let me know if this is your first time hearing this album. I try really hard to let people know that we are a music discovery stream. So let's hop on in, shall we? All right, here we go. Without further ado, 15 Step. Here it is. This is so nice. This has got such a jazzy kind of thing to it, but it's also a very different Radiohead than I've ever heard before. It's like we're not in the bends anymore. You know what I mean? Like, this is definitely not at all what I kind of thought I was going to walk into. Like, it's not high and dry. It's got this huge kind of ambient soundscapey sound, a little bit of this like electronica sort of vibe. Definitely not the Radiohead I thought. Yeah, Benz is definitely over.
Electronica?
Yeah, like this like, you know, like
I didn't notice. I want to hear it now.
Like the electronic drums and stuff.
Okay.
I see it right up there. The bass in this. That, you hear that? That's the electric drums I'm talking about. Doot, 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 doot.
Yeah, right as soon as you pressed play after I heard it right away.
That's exactly what it is I am talking about. There's just that doot, 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 doot. And it honestly, believe it or not, for whatever reason, this is kind of reminding me of something that might have gone on to inspire something like Adventure Time or something. What?
I'm happy.
You're happy?
Yeah.
It's off to a really good start. It's like a theremin thing, but it's his voice. The bass line.
What a theremin was.
What'd you say?
I just had to look up what a theremin was.
Yes, it's an instrument made up of electromagnetic noise. Whoa! Did you hear that? It goes from left to right ear. Listen to this.
Wait, this thing?
Huh? No, it goes from the left to right ear, so I'm gonna bring it back a little bit on this. So on the drop, it'll go from left to right ear. It already did that. Yeah. Whoa. On this Martino. It ends on an uplifting note, too. Holy cats. Then it kind of... The decay. There was such a life to this song.
I like the way I just noticed, I like the way the album and lyrics are a lot better too. It's a nicer look.
Oh, and just the layout.
Visually
I do like that.
pleasing.
So, apart from the comparison of Spotify just sucking compared to Tidal, apparently, I will
Ew.
say this does have a little bit of like that Tom York lyricism thing going for it, right? Like he's definitely kind of got that similar but different abstract writing style that you kind of are able to see yourself into whatever situation he's singing, even if he's kind of making up allegory about whatever it is he's singing. In this context, it feels, again, I feel like there's got to be a tremendous liberation and getting away from this major label, knowing that the music that you're releasing is truly just stuff that you wanted to make. Like you and your boys just wanted to make it. And then, like, when you think about what that liberation sounds like, they get to approach this music with experimentation. And I certainly feel like there wasn't a ton of stuff in the time that was sounding very much like indie rock meets electronica. Maybe Animal Collective gets that with some of the more electronic-y drum stuff. Maybe MGMT as well. But I feel like the way Radiohead kind of utilized the jazzy space, the way they utilized the ambience, it wasn't just like a dance pop track. It was still very much a Radiohead song, but with some of those textures from a lot of those cool sounds that were really developing in that time period. Some of my favorite music came out of that time period just because that's like where I was going through formative music, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
This was a transformative time for music for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like I was breaking out of like rap.
I'm glad you did. Listen to your face.
Sorry.
You're good. Bodysnatchers.
I do not understand
the stereos. You hear that dink, dink, dink in just the right ear there, babe?
I do not understand what it is. I don't know. Before the holes, check for holes. Blink your eyes, won't forget.
This is like riffy Radiohead.
What did you say?
I said this is like riffy Radiohead. You get
Okay.
this do 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 do
Radiohead.
do do do. Yeah, it's
Riffy.
again. I cannot stress enough how far removal this is from the sounds I'd heard in both the Benz and OK Computer. It's so different. I love this. I actually think that this is just a more digestible sound to me than those two other albums, like in general. Like this is a significantly more in natural, like daily driver music for me, but I think maybe it's just because it came out like in the formative time of my music years. I love the stereo part. What's up, Slim Jims? Welcome to the Rooskies. I love psychedelic rock Radiohead. This is a lot of fun. Psychedelic rock Radiohead's a friggin' vibe. You've got this high energy, like these fun guitar tones that I'm really digging on. And you've got the, like, again, it's riff oriented. So it's not just them chugging chords. It's not them just playing with the ambience that they can make with like computery noises and stuff like that. It's kind of a fun garage rocky sort of thing.
Yeah, so you say psychedelic rock. To me, this sounds kind of like punky.
So I would say it's like psychedelic-y punk for sure.
Okay.
Like, because you've got the big soundscapey thing. You have so much of the fuzzy stuff.
Yeah.
It's not
the fuzz.
There's an energy of punk for sure. But again, I feel like this is very much like Mind Fuzz era kind of sound Giz, which I would call very much psychedelic punk.
Okay.
So I feel like this is very rooted in the earliest phases of maybe that particular sound for sure. Vocals very punk. I absolutely agree with Punk Floyd was a name critics gave them. Oh, wow.
Okay.
I could kind of see that, actually. The vocals for sure, though. You're absolutely right in the punk thing.
I mean, the vocals, but I was thinking the music, too.
That
Like
could be
that.
that could be the riff
The
oriented
fuzz,
stuff
the
I'm
riff.
talking
The riff
about.
stuff,
though.
yeah.
The riffy stuff. The bass lines are so good. That switch right there. This has been incredible. This is so good. This is without question just in my I could listen to this without even trying and love it. I mean, even down to like the tremolo picking, which is like the really fast guitar picking, but you hear this huge ambient kind of swelly thing to where it doesn't sound like he's just picking something really fast. I do it when you hear me play guitar on stage quite a bit. And like soft intimate moments just because I like like building things up.
Yes, I like that.
And there's this huge kind of tension and release moment within what it is that they do, but the release doesn't exactly happen in the way you think it would. It kind of transitions into a different part of the song. And so like the tension and release element almost comes with a little bit of a psych, and I really like that. And shout out to Clark, who just looks adorable. The Lady Rooski pointed him out.
He literally moved right after I pointed him out. Before his face was flat, like on top of my phone. He sees we're talking about him now. He's looking at the camera.
The sweetest boy. But you go from this down into this. And that's kind of what I'm talking about, being the tension and release, where you go from that crazy amount of sound down right here. What's that?
This part's the release.
Yeah. Two songs in, this is fantastic. I kind of got a little bit of an OC's vibe there at the end, especially that live set that we listened to not too long ago. Just that little bit of the end. Anybody else kind of get that? It's crazy to think that those two songs exist in the same album already. Def a bit of OC's or even Giz. And again, I'm not trying to make a comparison to just superfluously compare Radiohead to my favorite band. But I will say I feel like my favorite band absolutely took an influence from this sound. No doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. I have to run an ad. Give me a few minutos, and we'll come on back and do this thing.
Yeah.
Be right back. Yeah. All right, we are back, and we are hopping into the song Nude. Fresca's out, everybody. Bang. Let's go. Nude. And yo, straight Gamesta, thank you for the Prime. Amazon only gives you one of those. Oh, man. You hear the reverby strings? This bass.
Don't get any big ideas. They're not gonna happen.
Oh, wow. The stereo panning here. The layering. It's uplifting.
Something missing.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Now that you found it's gone. Now that you feel
You can hear so many characteristics in this guitar that it feels like it's so loudly played but delicate, right? Like he's playing it very loud but soft in his hand, so you get all of these little like pick against the string and pickup kind of details, and it adds this really like in the room kind of feeling.
Because it's extra loud.
Yeah, but it's just in the guitar, right? It's like there is this
Let me
so
hear it.
listen.
Oh, it is loud.
It's not that the guitar itself is like louder in volume than everything. It's just that they turned the amplifier up really loud, it seems, without compressing it, and allowed him to just play these little reiki sounds, and you can literally hear the picks scraping against these strings. It's such a high fidelity sound against this, and it's so nice.
Good thing you're listening on Tidal.
I mean, I still think I would hear that. I think because I think
Okay.
that part is part of their sound
Joking.
design. But man, the soundscaping in this, like the way that they have these synth sounds, kind of ethereal synth sounds, come into the left and then into the right ear, one side to the other, really good stuff. I meant that. I said hi-hat. I didn't mean hi-hat. I meant the crash. Like, or that, I don't know. Is that a ride or just a really big crash? Played soft. Whoa! To say Sura.
I remember this one.
I'm left with so many good feelings after that moment.
It's really nice.
But it's such a sad friggin' song, kind of. As in entirely, like, it feels like it's called Nude because it's a song that just lays itself bare. You know? Like, I think that might actually be the case.
I
Like,
just read that Nude had working titles including Failure to Receive Repayment Will Put Your House at Risk, and Big Ideas, Don't Get Any Big Ideas.
yeah, no, like, again, it just feels like Nude being,
What do you think you'll look like when you're nude?
yeah, like, just
Or
you're
what do
laid
you look like when you're nude?
laid bare. You're just like, again, that theme of vulnerability. Like, you're just admitting to, like,
Ooh.
the kind of worst of your feelings about yourself. And I think when you have the haunting kind of banshee, beautiful banshee, like, like male siren voice of Tom York, that's kind of got this, like, it's like his voice is a theremin sometimes. Like when he does his own oohs and ahs, there's just such a,
Well, this version of the song is inspired by Al Green.
that of Nude.
And I was actually playing Al Green. I can't wait for you to listen to Al Green.
That'll be a lot of fun.
There's an album on the hopper.
It's coming. And I really, that whole instrumental section there to cap the end here, I that transition, like, after Is Thinking.
At first he said it was too feminine and too high. Then he said he enjoys it for exactly that reason, because it is a bit uncomfortable, a bit out of my range, and it's really difficult to do, and it brings something out in me. He also said once he felt the lyrics were too intimate and sweet, but now it seemed to make sense.
Dang. It's a banger.
All right, let's play this.
Let's go. I kind of just wanted to hear the ending again. This. And the Say Sura here. Oh, welcome. I've done it wrong. You did it right today, homie. Fresca's out. And the drum, that drum run there on the toms, and before getting into this ethereal kind of didn't even need a board fade it, boys. Oh my gosh, that was a great one. Oh, that
I
might
thought
be.
the board fade went out by 07.
Oh no, people board fade still today, babe.
Oh,
It's a problem with music sometimes.
I'll
But
notice it more now, I guess.
so I think Nude has so far been the song of the album to me. The again, what a ripping first
too.
3 songs, and it's so far removed from other Radiohead sounds I've heard before. Like, admittedly, I've not dug in besides what I might have heard on the radio and OK Computer and the Bends. So hearing this, it feels like it's certainly Tom York. It feels like I definitely hear like the tremolo picking elements of the guitar playing. I don't know anything really about like the band members, but it absolutely feels like Radiohead, but with new sound textures.
It's their second top 40 hit after Creep.
What was Nude?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, I see why. Holy
Mhm.
frig!
It's definitely my favorite so far.
Radiohead
I
named
remember
themselves
it.
after a Talking Heads a song I've yet to get to. Ooh, I love that. Okay, Weird Fishes Arpeggi. Arpeggi? Sorry? Arpeggi. Ooh. Drum sounds. I see why it's called that. Who is it that said good guitar players don't play chords, they play arpeggios? Who said that? I love this sound.
It's really good.
A very uncomfortable place. That's all. Like a very
Uncomfortable?
yeah. Like the back of a Volkswagen. A very uncomfortable place.
Wait,
You mean like the back of a Volkswagen?
Wait,
YT, I caught your reference there, Mallrat.
oh yeah, I knew it was familiar. Like, oh.
You mean like the back of a Volkswagen? This song is so good. Do-do-do.
In the deepest ocean,
The drum sound is incredible.
your eyes, they turn me. Why should I stay here? Why should I stay?
It's like this chord progression that he's using has like a bum note in almost like all of the chords he's playing, so it doesn't ever feel like it really resolves. It keeps this kind of ethereal tension there. Like it kind of just feels like you're suspended in sound, if that makes any sense. Because it's like do do do, not do do do. So
Stay here. Why should I
you see what I'm talking about?
stay?
And you've got this kind of really kind of dry reverb sound, but it's a huge, lush one. Yeah, do it. What do you mean?
I just wrote Walter.
Walter.
The guitar thing that
What's that?
the guitar thing that they're saying do it.
Oh, they want me to do it?
You should learn it.
Oh,
Yeah.
sure.
I'd be crazy not to fall.
I think I sound a lot like them on accident.
Where you live. Yeah.
You were showing me some of the different buttons on the Helix thing,
Yeah.
and in the beginning, that like echo. It's kind of like echoey. is
When
the
I was
word could
playing-
describe what we just heard on this sounded kind of similar-ish.
I was
So,
playing
yeah, I
with
could see
delays
that.
and reverbs, and I
Yeah.
was making my decays real long, and I was,
Mhm.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. I'm
Mhm.
very, yeah, I just,
Wow, so I do have a good ear.
you have a pretty good ear, babe. I'm very impressed with you.
Where you live.
No, there's no doubt.
They tell me tell me you're a phantom. I follow to the end of the
The
earth.
drum sound. You hear this do. I don't know if this is just really like delayed and in time like dotted eighth or like dotted 16th notes or something. But there's this like crazy, almost like tapping with delay sort of sound. Mega, oh, duh, the arpeggi. That's why that explains this song name so much. This is such a sad album, by the way. This is...
I wasn't paying attention to the lyrics being about suicide.
I'm not even saying they are or aren't. I'm just saying the overarching theme of all of the lyricism has my heart kind of hurting, but the sound is such a juxtaposition to what it is they're saying. Right?
Yeah, it's like a happier sound.
You've got this like kind of big there's this song. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of this song by a band, I think it's Arcade Fire. I could be wrong, but it's called Supersymmetry, and it's like similar in concept, right? It's totally different. Like, and again, I think that song, I don't know when either song came out versus, you know, compared to one another. But it's just the vibe I hear, where you have this massive kind of soundscapey thing happening. And oh, thank you, Giz. I appreciate that.
Came out in 2013.
It came out in 2013. Okay, so yeah, this came out way before that. It absolutely then makes me think that this inspired that. I feel like the way they've layered so many things here, and the way that it all fits into the mix, like you hear distinctly everything as it's happening. I'm so impressed with this.
I actually heard a Goose cover this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's kind of cool. I need to listen to Goose eventually.
We'll listen to some.
Someday.
What?
Goose does a cover of Radiohead song Weird Fishes.
Yeah, I think that I feel
You
like...
think that was done by design? I think it might have been done by design because of the band Fish.
No, I mean, I don't. I think that the Rick, the singer, sounds... I don't know, I feel like they do a good version. I think they did a good job. I liked Goose. I don't really follow. I haven't really been listening currently, but...
Bare minimum, they could have picked any song, but they picked the one with fish in the title. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you know, also it's a 5-letter animal.
You're totally right. I love it.
Okay.
5 letters?
Goose, fish.
Oh, P. Fish is 5 letters with a P.
Well, yeah, and they're like, you know, because they're kind of like the younger,
I gotcha.
newer jam band of the young kids.
New and improved, JK. I've never heard Goose.
You know Trey and Boris,
Oh my god.
And weird fishes picked over by the worms. And weird fishes
so much. You miss droning. What's up, Flynn? That was really good. Each song just musically seems to really be adding a new layer to what I thought it was Radiohead did. Like, each song has had distinctly different bag of tricks by comparison to the music that I'd heard that preceded this, you know? And again, I just keep getting the feeling, and maybe that this is a vibe with Radiohead fanhood that I just didn't realize was there, but I just keep getting this feeling like we're not in Kansas anymore. It feels like this is such a different yet same vibe for them. What were you gonna say?
I feel like I have to be in the moment, but I keep jumping ahead. I just looked up the next song and I read something, and I'm just thinking with the heavy themes of like death lately, you know, it's kind of quite the timing.
Trust me, it's not lost on me. It's about like
But it's like a happy feelings too.
it's
It's not
interesting.
dark.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
it does. I mean, this
Do you-
particular one was dark.
Okay.
This particular one I felt, but I don't know. I feel like it was almost the.
Yeah, I guess.
Is it like euphoria and death? I don't know how I feel about it.
Well, yeah, maybe like kind of just trying to like accept death, you know, and like be comfortable with your death.
They
We're all
turn me
gonna
into
die.
phantoms. I fall off the edge. Yeah, I don't know. It's got like a darkness, but it's got like it's like staring at the sun, but with sunglasses on. It still burns. But you see a little bit more. It's kind of cool detail in what you do see, but it's not smart to stare at.
Well, the next song.
Maybe it's different than that too.
Well, it was made to promote awareness and increase prevention of human trafficking.
Oh, I love that.
Or wait, no, they played it at this MTV event, which was promoting
Got
awareness. Never mind.
All I need. Here we go.
And had 7 Grammy nominations.
Oh, wow. That noise. Whoa.
I'm the next step, waiting in the wings. I'm an animal trapped in your heart car. I am all the days that you choose to ignore.
Oh my gosh.
This does have that kind of like LCD sound, a little bit like
You
that
are all
like with my emotions on the sound.
It's got that kind of the way the syncopation emphasizes some of the upbeats. It definitely has that LCD sound system sort of dance yourself clean vibe.
Yeah.
And just the
I just read that in chat, and that's
doo-doo,
why. But
doo-doo.
I hear that too.
But it's not like over the top, right? But there's certainly like a similarity in the way it emphasizes something. But this sounds just so heavy. Like this sounds like what it is to like walk contemplating really heavy stuff in the rain.
Yeah.
You know?
You are all I
Before you
need.
can smell the petrol.
You're all I need. I'm in the middle of your picture, lying in the rain.
I liked this background spell.
Just wants to share your
What is
life.
that?
Those are nice.
I'm just an insect trying to get out of the night.
Oof.
The rain stuff.
Ooh, the rain's
I'm still with you because there are no others.
That is heavy.
Yeah.
I am a moth who just wants to share your light. I'm just an insect trying to get out of the night. I only stick with you because there are no others. In the next sign, like the next line, you're all I need.
You're all I need. You're all I need. I'm in the middle of your picture, lying in the rain.
Somebody said earlier that this is about somebody who could be a stalker, and while I see that, I see that this is about just desiring somebody that maybe you're really close with, but you kind of can't have, or maybe just like being in love with somebody who just doesn't see you that way. You know, like there's something perhaps unrequited, you know, and even just that, like he wanting to share somebody's light, but being an insect, just trying to get out of the night. Like you kind of see that person as the way to escape your own darkness, which is a terrible way to view somebody. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't be, or at least my hope would be that one doesn't view another person as a way to get out of their own darkness. Like I would hope that, you know, everybody can find it within themselves to try to find a way out of that darkness. I think that, you know, people can help, but you've got to find it within yourself. You can't rely too much on other people. Sharing the light, but and trying to get out of the night, there's something there. And maybe in this context, he's saying, I want you to help me get out of that light. But the moth to the light idiom, in that idea, the moth dies. You know, by either getting zapped by the bug or whatever. So it's very, very, very interesting in this context when you think about that. Like, what is the fate of the moth to the flame?
What about I only stick with you because there are no others?
That's exactly it. And then they follow in with you are all I need. And that's kind of what I think that is to him saying, there's nobody else in the world to me but you. Not like there's like you're the only one that'll accept me. I think it's I can't see the world without seeing it for you.
Oh,
That's how I see it.
I was thinking of it as like
in the negative.
Like oh, you're the only one left.
Yeah, I guess I'll just deal with you. I don't think it's that.
I haven't been focusing on the lyrics. I was looking at the albums. I'm about to be ready to do another buff.
This piano. This huge build. It just gets so big and soundscapey there. And what's really impressive is that as it gets huge and you hear this piano, you hear all of the instrumentation without any of it getting lost in the mix. And if you know that you have real big ambient, spacey, shoegazy kind of music, it's so easy to lose something in an ambient mix because things kind of topple over themselves. So it's really nice to see this happen. Lucky Louie 33, welcome to the Rooskies. We got a wiener on our hands. What was that?
Wiener.
I really, really liked that one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Faust Arp.
Wakey, wakey, rise and shine. It's on again, off again, on again. Watch me fall like dominoes in pretty patterns. Fingers in
The time? What is that? What is that timing? Huh?
rise and shine. It's on again, off again, on again. Watch me fall like dominoes in pretty patterns. Fingers in the blackbird pie. I'm tingling, tingling, tingling. It's what you feel now, what you ought to. Reasonable and sensible. There from the neck up. I guess I'm stuck. We thought you had it, but no. For no real reason, squeeze the tubes and empty bottles. I take a bow. It's what you feel now, what you ought to. The elephant that's in the room is tumbling, and duplicate and plastic bags and.
It's like this weird demented combination of like Elliott Smith and Pink Floyd. It really does kind of have this I don't know if it's like a shared sense of like their English miserableism or something. But it kind of shines through in the lyricism here.
Themes of monotony, apathy.
Yeah.
And the struggle to find personal meaning and connection in a routine-filled life.
I'm not. I mean, yeah. There's an ants marching kind of vibe there, but there's just this tension that I think is built in by the meter in which the song is presented. Like, and then you have this string arrangement behind this acoustic guitar stuff happening. It's really, really, really cool. It's really, really, really delicate. And it's absolutely just this tender little thing after this massive wall of sound, like this fire hose of sound that you get hit with.
Wall of sound?
Yeah. You just get hit with like a fire hose of sound at the end of All I Need, and then you end up with this just kind of delicate little stringed arrangement. It's so nice. So they alternate 4/4 and 9/8. Oh my gosh.
Duplicate and triplicate, there from the neck up. I guess I'm stuck. We thought you had it, but no. Exactly where do you get up?
And Kenny Powers, first of all, your name is fantastic. Kenny effing Powers, you're out. Second of all, it kind of is like a little bit of a string derangement. with that meter on the acoustic guitar and this kind of descent, when you hear the strings kind of come in, it's got a nice little tensiony rub that I like.
No, exactly where do you get up? Is a no.
What?
I was just giving you a hard time.
Oh.
I love you, but enough is enough. No.
I love you, but enough is enough. That's
There's no
tough.
real reason.
Pop-up rating with the party at 38. Thank you. Welcome, Raiders. I hope you guys like Radiohead. The stringed arrangement. Holy actual cats. Yo, Pop Night actually we just buttoned that whole arrangement up. But Thursday, I will be doing a makeup. It'll be Beyonce and Brian Wilson's Smile. Thursday at I think maybe 2 to 3 p.m. Still deciding on the date there, on the timing there. But yes.
Maybe earlier.
Maybe. Oh, it's okay. We're still making it up. We're going to be doing Cowboy Carter. This right now, though, is In Rainbows by Radiohead. So, Raiders, if you're joining us, feel free to hop in. And everybody, shout out to Hop a Bear, an old friend from the Hearthstone days, one of the besties. Great people. Hop a Bear. Cool, lovely people. Absolutely.
Hey, Hop a Bear.
And this next one is Reckoner. Here we go. I love the little just delicate picking in this. This has had just such a nice little delicate build up there, and you've got this really cool jazzy little do 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 that it's just ringing a bell in my brain here. But when you have Tom York, I think one thing that's really interesting about his voice is his voice often is as high pitch as his guitar here. And you kind of know he's just kind of doing this in like his head voice, but it's almost like I get the impression that he walks around and kind of hum sings to himself a lot, if that makes any sense. Like he's got this kind of kind of thing happening, and he's just perpetually doing that. Like when I hear lead guitar stuff, a lot of times I think that guitar solo was born out of that guy practicing scales on the guitar. And now when I hear this, I think the same thing, but it's just his kind of vocal ideas as he's kind of walking around doing these. And I feel like you kind of hear those ideas end up into something like this. And when, you know, again, when you hear these kind of just listen. It's like he plays almost kind of games with his vibrato, you know? This is so good. You hear the abrupt end to that shaker?
Because we separate like ripples on a blank
The layers in the voice. What'd you say? Oh, that's where the title.
Yeah.
That's the titular phrase. I would say title track, but I didn't even. I honestly, I was just kind of like hearing it, like and kind of getting lost in the ambience there, hearing these strings, like. You're so cool. I'm so glad I married you.
First thing I noticed.
It is the first time. The drum sound and the transition.
I like this part.
The strings in this. I think this just became the song of the album to me. I think it's just a different kind of like than what Nude was, you know? Like, there is just such a... this song was such a journey. You had these strings that were uplifting and almost to the point of, you know, drawing tears. I think that you had his... Tom really does kind of have a voice that is more of an instrument than a voice, you know? There's just something huge there. And I think the imagery that gets used in this one, while it's like kind of a tough one, it also, you kind of see something. There is something, I guess, a bit understandable about human beings kind of being separate. And I don't know, it's not impossible to see how there is that connection there. It's incredible to me how atmospheric I feel like Tom's voice has been throughout this. And goodness gracious, I really think maybe the like kind of the staple sound of this, you know, it's not like, I think what is virtuosic about the band is how they blend together. It's not like there is any particular thing that is standing out to me about, like, this is the best guitar I've ever heard. This is the best drum I've ever heard. This is the best bass I've ever heard, right? Like, none of that is happening. But what I'm hearing is an amazing mix of stuff that takes a lot to blend. And hearing how they kind of blend these different things, going from like jazzy sounds to orchestraic sounds to these echoey sounds to these like kind of like similar but not necessarily theremin sounds. It's there's just such a blend here, and it really is like the arrangement and mixing and mastering is its own instrument. It's so interesting. The atmosphere is an instrument. The voice is an instrument, and I love that. Is it good?
Next one is House of Cards.
I got 3 songs to go. Got to run an ad, and then we're coming back to knock down the rest of this album. Do me a favor, hang out, and then come close it down with us. And then after that, we are going to listen to Lincoln by They Might Be Giants. Be right back. All right, guys. This is already off. I say already. We're 7 for 7. I am eager. Let's check out House of Cards and see if we're going 8 for 8. What's been your favorite song of the album so far, if you've been along for the whole journey so far? The guitar tones. And this little slapback reverb.
I don't wanna be your friend. I just wanna be your lover.
Ooh. I love
No
that.
matter how it ends, no matter how it starts, forget about your house of cards.
I love the wet sound on Tom's voice in this guitar. You've got this nice little luscious, like slapback reverb that's kind of going like there at the end, and you've got this really big decayed voice on his like House of Cards, and it's like he's singing in the middle of a giant warehouse, and you just hear it kind of coming back to him. You know?
That's what you say, is that you describe that as wet.
Yes, a wet sound is how echoey and reverby it sounds. So like the more echo and ambience you hear, that's what we're saying is wet. So think the more modulated it is, the wetter it is.
Okay. Now I want to hear it so I can hear it.
Gotcha.
Forget about your house of cards. And now
I feel like his voice sounds like that a lot, though, right?
Yeah, he very frequently plays with like an ambient reverb, like a hall reverb or some really big echoey unit. I'm not quite sure what it is, but he's kind of a master of this sound in this album in particular. And it's like he uses the echo and reverb and modulation really to his benefit, like in a very instrumental and musical way. I'm so impressed. Like, you hear me play a lot with reverbs on my guitar. A lot. I'm always playing around with how the little echoey sounds happen, right? He's doing that really with his voice, and that is so interesting to me. Like that guitar part, I'm pretty sure that was a guitar part, like with a whole bunch of tremolo picking, like which is really fast, kind of screechy picking. But like there's so much decay that it kind of sounds squealy, but even that you're not really hearing the attack on. I think that's what I'm hearing there.
Yeah, this doesn't sound fast to me. They sound
Exactly. It's him running a coin on the string, on the wound strings. Got it. Love you, YT. Kind of cool. Gets him a nice little scratch against the strings. This denial part.
Infrastructure will collapse from vaulted spikes. Throw your keys in the bowl, kiss your heart's blown goodnight.
The layers on these guitars, and you've got this reverse guitar sound as well, but like there's so many layers. You've got this just nice do 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 do, like this strumming one, like this rhythm, but then you've got this massive wall of ambient texture behind it, and it just really is kind of like both uplifting and a little bit mustardy, to where it's like ethereal mustard. You know, it's got a little bit of a to it.
Forget about your house of cards and I'll do mine. Forget about your house of cards and I'll do mine. Off the table, guess where?
House of Cards being like the lies that they're telling one another, maybe? They have very melodic feedback, you know? Very melodic feedback, which is kind of a crazy thing to say. A really weird thing to say.
like that part.
Huh?
That part.
Yeah, because like think about it this way: when Trey Anastasio does feedback, it's like typically in one note. It's not many notes comprising chords, right? That are like filling up this soundscape. This is so it's a very different kind of way to utilize that kind of droning feedbacky sound. You see what I'm saying? Come again?
I said to burn your ears.
I can hear that a little bit, comment footer. And the descent there. I like that the way that a lot of these songs have ended have not been board fades, but they have been like
A little fadey.
but it's decay is what
Oh,
you're hearing.
decay.
You're hearing
Natural fade.
like reverb
No.
decay. So it's like their effect units are like decaying, and that's kind of nice. I really am enjoying the sonic soundscape of this, the sound textures, all of this. It's just really so full and lush, and it's just, if you're an ambient type guitar player, which I am, it's very exciting to listen to. I cannot believe that this is one I haven't crossed. This one coming up is Jigsaw Falling Into Place. Man, this fits so good. A little fast acoustic intro. Ooh. Oh, that bass line with this. I'd love to know how a lot of this stuff gets recreated live.
Just as you take my hand, just as you write my number down, just as the drinks arrive, just as they play your favorite songs, your body disappears. No one to wind up like a spring before you had too much. Come back and focus again. The walls have been in shade.
Watch in Rainbows from the Basement to find out they have this album done in the basement, and I can watch it. This is something I can watch being done. Did that just become a Wednesday? I think that just became a Wednesday show.
Yeah.
I think we're doing this on a Wednesday. Bingo, bango. Thank you.
I have a question. Have you never heard any of these songs?
None of this. I have not
Really?
heard a single one of these songs.
Oh.
Not even a one of them.
Okay.
And now we're going to listen to all of
Okay.
these songs, and then we're going to
Yeah.
do the basement one.
Yeah.
Because
I like this one that we're in the middle of listening to.
I'm super down on this. This sounds so nice.
They got a Cheshire cat grin, all blurring into one. This place is on a mission before the night out. Before the animal noises closer get cameras. Before you come at
The Trump. Dun, 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 dun.
Before you run away from me, before you're lost between the notes, the beat goes round and round. The beat goes round and round, never really got there. I just pretended that I wasn't blowing instruments, as I set up shotguns. Come on and let it out. Come on and let it out. Come on, let it out. Come on and let it out.
The whole song is a build-up. What? The whole song is a build-up. Every step of the way, we're getting progressively louder and louder and louder, and it's so exciting. It's got such an exciting, kind of gnarly energy to it, but it's almost a tense energy, right? Like it's almost like it's not. It doesn't feel like it's necessarily building up to like a happy moment, right? It's definitely like we're feeling like we're on this kind of roller coaster launch pad, and we're getting ready to just like, skyrocket. Yeah.
I feel that too.
Yeah. I love what you did there, Giz. These little arpeggios on the acoustic guitar thing is nice. You kind of have those like intense sounds that made me excited. It almost reminded me a little bit of a cell phone vibrating from a distance, though. Like in that Come again? Okay. That. It does kind of just abruptly end, and I feel like there's intentional discomfort in that. Like, I feel like they knew that we wanted it to go, like, they built it up to 90, and I think they knew we wanted it to go up to 111, and I think they were just like, you know what? And they just kind of ended it there like on an open chord, and they just let it resolve, and it's kind of one of those like anticlimactic resolves, which almost is like a slap in the face in like a good way, though. It's definitely a restrained, it's a conscientious decision without question. It was absolutely a psych out ending, but maybe that was by design, because maybe they wanted that real punch in the face to be the closer. You know what I mean? I think that is actually the case. So here we go. Hopping into the last one on what has been a 9 for 9. Is it going to be 10 for 10? Videotape. Here we go.
When I'm at the pearly gates,
Ooh.
this will be on my videotape, my videotape.
Oh my gosh.
Mephistopheles is just beneath and is reaching up to grab.
Mephistopheles is Satan. This is like, and I'm pretty sure that was Faustian. Like, so it feels like I'm pretty sure Mephistopheles or Mephistopheles, I guess, depending on which one you read, was in Dante. I believe, right? In Faust, that was the devil, correct? He ends his Faust arc. Yeah, I was gonna say it like kind of brings the side B full circle. Oh my gosh.
This is one for the good days, and I have it all here in red, blue, green, and red, blue, green. And you are my center when I spin away out of control on videotape, on videotape,
I'm getting the idea that like the videotape is like him making a videotape is like a self-deletion note, right? Like he didn't even know it. He like recorded himself and said basically goodbye on that instead of in a letter or something. And it and it's like there's this, we're kind of building up with this tension and the where the drums are falling.
This is my way out saying goodbye. 'Cause I can do it face to face. I'm talking to you before. No matter what happens now, you shouldn't be afraid. 'Cause I know today has been the most perfect day I've ever seen.
It's like you had those beats on like the 1 and the 4, not the 1 and the 3. It was like the 1 and the 4. So it just felt like for so long, it felt like you were actively skipping a beat. And then you realize that potentially you're inclined to believe that this last song is like his suicide note into a videotape and he's saying goodbye or whatever it is. Maybe you interpret it a different way. I don't know. The overarching thing to this whole thing, like the deal with the devil, like you've made your deal with the devil, he's taking a his, and like you're saying goodbye and you're kind of explaining it. And yeah, like it's like you're kind of saying goodbye after your Faustian deal, and there is just this heaviness to it, this anticipation to it. There is this it's the drum beat they play at the yeah, man. It's just there is such a heaviness, and again, like I don't know, I this the way, believe it or not, like this kind of feels like a manic or just like a person just kind of like at their wits end typing just random stuff, just kind of repetitious thought in different ways. I don't know, but it almost feels like somebody that would be kind of struggling to keep it all together would. And this is coming from a very autobiographical perspective. Understand that this is coming from it's just there's a heaviness to it, and it kind of closes with this moment like where you don't really know if he follows through with it, because all we know is that they've made a videotape. And there is, I think, an ambiguity because in this context, well, I guess I haven't let it finish, but it doesn't feel like there's anything there. And then that fade out. It's kind of tough. The way this ends, especially the most perfect day I've ever seen. My roommate, when I was a younger guy, was like 23. He tried to take his life, and we had a great day the day before. Like, we hung out, we had drinks, we made plans to make White Russians and watch The Big Lebowski the next day, but we both had to get to bed a little earlier because we both had work the next day. And I got up early, and I'd found him, and I can remember reading his note, and I got him to the hospital, and they pumped his stomach, and things thankfully were okay. And I got to hold my guy and know that my guy was okay. But um I can remember having that really great day right before, you know and so I guess, to me, when I saw this at the very, very, very end, I couldn't help but see that, like, he had written that note. And I only know this later, but he had written that note before he and I had hung out the day before we'd made the plans to watch The Big Lebowski together. And so he knew that that wasn't actually going to be what we were doing, but we'd had this great day, and he'd kind of just let me think that that was going to be what it was. And I believe the grace of God, uh, I was able to get him to the hospital, and they were able to do everything that they needed to do. And I believe he's absolutely doing better now. I believe he's got, just a wonderful family now, and like, life has been good to David, and I'm really happy to hear that. But it was a really hard thing, and I think there is that element of, like, a person that is in that kind of tragedy or in that kind of crisis kind of wants to have, like, one last good day or one last kind of good moment before they feel like that, good about going. And there's a seriousness to that. And if I mean, truly, if you find yourself to be one of the people that deals with things kind of like that, um don't let it get so bad before it becomes like a last day is a good day kind of thing, you know because I can tell you, it really, really, really messed me up finding my roommate like that for a long time. And still, sometimes I have moments where, like, I get stuck thinking about seeing him the way I found him. And it's been a lot of years now. But, but it changed things for a very long time, and it was very real. And I just hope, I would implore you that if you find yourself even kind of getting close to something like that, do something different than what you're doing right now. This album was tremendously fantastic. It was 10 for 10 in songs for me. I absolutely adored it. I loved it. This was fantastic. Guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. And stay tuned, because I'm definitely going to be checking out the basement sessions of whatever this is. That was incredible. I absolutely want to see that happen live. I can't wait. So hang around with us. Check it out when we do it. Love yous.